My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Withers. I live at 3102 Center Hill Road, Acre, Mississippi, 38841. I am under attack by Scientology. From what I have experienced, there is more space in the universe than humans can see. There are extra dimensions. We have biology in these extra dimensions. We utilize this biology to have an afterlife. So when we die, we live on using an extra dimensional biology. Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra dimensional biology before we die. They remove it from themselves and they utilize technology and techniques to turn it into an upper dimensional vehicle. They also have neurological tech. So uh, there's an entanglement property between our third dimension and our inner dimensions. If you remove any part of our inner dimensions, no matter where you take it in the universe, you are still in this biology. So first off, they utilize this entanglement property to create a hive mind. So there are compounds on Earth in which house this removed biology. They put it in pods or little boxes and install it into a storage system. And from there, they interface this brain tissue through a computer system. From there, they can interact with each other in the digital landscape. They can communicate with each other. And they use this as a command center to control the rest of their upper dimensional biologies. I'm being harassed and threatened. Uh, my biology has been stolen by these people. They have me assimilated into their hive mind. They are treating me like a toy. So I'm an author. I am part Native American. My Native American name is Crazy Bird. I wrote Crazy Bird comics. I wrote the Environmental Creation Agency. I wrote Divine Currency or Buffalo Dollars. I wrote Alien Bob, Bug Bob, and several others. Yes, they have removed my extra dimensional biology. Plus, they have installed devices in my origin biology. Yes, they keep stimulating me. They're trying to they're trying to control my brain. So these Scientologists, they utilize other people's biologies first to complete their upper dimensional biology. So whenever they remove their upper dimensional biologies and turn it into an upper dimensional vehicle, they have to utilize organs and tissues from other humans and other species in an attempt to make themselves whole and function properly again. They have stolen mine for transplant purposes. So they have literally removed my upper dimensional brain tissue and used it as transplants. They're trying to harness my ability to create literature and write and come up with ideas, my intelligence. They locked the way my mind works. I am severely ill. Yes, they treat body parts like commodities. They're forcing me to see things at the moment. And they're trying to utilize my brain tissue for themselves. They're treating it like a toy or a commodity. They see it as something of great value. And other parts of my biology they're using for surrogate purposes, and some of it they're torturing. So because of this entanglement property, they have taken it to a remote location and they are torturing it. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. Yes, they have me all dolled up with gear uh, on my origin biology and my upper dimensional brain tissue. I am very sick. I'm in pain. I'm experiencing weakness, dizziness, and dysfunction. I've lost a lot of brain function. My skin burns, my eyes burn. They have poisoned me with parasites. Yes, they keep stimulating it. They have been for a long time. You're breaking the law. I don't care who said you can do it. It's against the law. That's not a federal agent. He's a rogue agent of the law. If he is a federal agent, he's abusing his authorities. You can't torture people like this. And you can't torture people and murder them. You can't steal our body parts. It's against the law. You can't force me to see things and hear things. It's against the law. You're lying. They're trying to come up with some false narrative in which says I've done something wrong to somehow justify their criminal behavior towards me. No, I'm not scared. You're breaking the law. I can't live my life hallucinating and hearing shit. I've been to the hospital 50 times. There's nothing they can do to help. You are doing this to me. Being harassed. They're premeditating my death. They keep harassing me and threatening me and victim shaming me. Yes, because I'm intelligent. This started on social media about 15 years ago. So I was a political activist. I participated in politics. I had a very large following. We discussed elected officials, lawmaking policy, environmental issues, and we participated in these issues. We participated in elections, lawmaking, policy, and I'm also an author. I wrote a lot. I write a lot. Yes, especially on social media. I inspired a lot of people. I helped a lot of people gain their own ideas or come up with ideas. I helped a lot of people write their own literature, and then they forced me to assimilate. If you have something Scientology wants, they will hurt you and take it from you. They're going, ooh, yay. They're rubbing it in my face that they have stolen biology from me and that they're going to torture me to death. I am sick. I'm in pain. They exploited me. So they sold seats to other Scientologists, Bill Gates, uh, Devin Singe, and other rich people for entertainment purposes. So they enjoyed watching me think and create and write literature. And then it turned into intellectual property theft. And I got sick. I stayed sick the entire time this has been going on. In and out of the hospital. I was always under the care of a psychologist and a psychiatrist. I've had hundreds of x-rays and CAT scans done. Foreign objects. They've had me filled with foreign objects for the last 13 years. I am very sick. Then it turned into biological theft. So they wanted the ability to create and write as I do. They enjoyed my mind space so much that they stole my brain tissue because they can utilize it for themselves or they can access it. At least they can look at my memories. Countless people have died over this event because it turned into torture, biological theft. And these people are terrorists themselves. They traffic humans, they kidnap people, they exploit people, they steal biologies. Torture, rape, and murder is rampant among these people. So I'm very sick. They're trying to come up with some false narrative which somehow justifies their criminal behavior towards me. They're going to say I've done something wrong or I'm a bad person or something that somehow justifies their criminal behavior towards me. I've contacted every government agency there is. I've contacted the CIA, the FBI, the military, the local police in multiple states. I've contacted the CDC, the internal affairs. All of these people have Scientologists working for them, and they're beholden to Scientologists, not the government or the people. Now they're threatening to kill my pets. Yes, I'm hearing voices. Hive mind. Yes, I'm very sick. Yes, so our extra-dimensional biology presents itself in layers. As it grows out of us into the next three dimensions, it creates a biology. And then as it transcends into the next three dimensions, it creates a layer on top of that biology. And it does the same for the next three dimensions and the next three dimensions and so on and so forth. The Scientologist, or there's also a dark particle or dark matter or some kind of dark energy attached to us. So it presents itself and it's almost like we have two biologies attached to each other. Scientologists like to remove a part of this biology. Then they like to remove the layers. So they wind up with three or four biologies in the upper dimensions. Okay. So these biologies can't function properly in this state. So they have to utilize organs and tissues from other humans and other species in an attempt to make themselves whole again and function properly. So they take organs and tissues from other humans and from other species such as reptiles, insects, and worms, complete their biologies and make them function properly. This is what I have observed. Yes, they are crackheads. They think they have something special. They have a brain piece of an author. They have brain tissue that belongs to an author, someone who writes. And I'm a tool maker. I made billions. You're breaking the law. Yes, you are. You're breaking the law. Then he's breaking the law. They're saying they have authority by the government to do this to me. Then you're both are breaking the law. Torture, harassment, destruction of private property, oh, biological weapons, attacking an American on American soil. manufacturing evidence. Defamation, biological theft, rape. You're breaking the law. Yes, they have devices they can put on our sexual organs and stimulate us. It's part of their hive mind technology. These people in the hive mind have sexual relations with each other using this technology. You're breaking the law. The Scientologists do this a lot. Most of the time, it goes unnoticed. Do it in private. Sometimes people see it, and sometimes people speak out. They're in a cult. They're very religious. Yes, they're trying to practice a martyrdom. But this is America. You can't kill people in America. You're breaking the law. So this technology that they use, it artificially stimulates their brain and central nervous system, and this elevates our neurochemicals and our hormones. So it elevates their testosterone and their estrogen and their growth hormone. It also elevates their neurochemicals like dopamine, norepinephrine, serotonin, and even oxytocin. They are twacked out of their heads. And this technology also, they can also isolate individual memories and thought patterns and stimulate these memories and thought patterns. Yeah, so they can keep themselves in a bad state of mind, violence, harassment. They keep stimulating this area of their brain over and over and over again. Somebody's probably doing it for them. A lot of them are also abusing substances. They're rich people. Yes, they traffic humans, both for sexual purposes and uh, for organ donations. And these people are also social media and marketing companies. They're using my algorithms on the internet and even my commercials that I see on television to harass me greatly. They threaten my life and my liberty, and they threaten torture my health. Very sick. I'm severely ill. Now they're threatening identity theft. So they threaten to kill me and take the dead body and replace me. It's to cover up the murder. They are premeditated. Yes, and then they threaten to break in and take all my things. So my friends and my family members, a lot of them are surrogates. They want my laptop and my phone. They want this. It's an art stick. Half. They want my tools, my machinist tools. They want my clothing, my leathers, my hat, my feathers. Yes, they see me as a commodity. So this group of people, uh, they take over other people's lives and exploit them and extort them. Yes, and they try to sell something. They have made it a business trying to sell me to other Scientologists. Access to my mind space. They're trying to sell my intellectual property. They're trying to sell my stolen body parts. And also my teachings. They got to watch me in my studies, in my philosophy, and creating my literature and coming up with ideas, and creating my own paradigm. So they got to watch me do these things, and they're going to try to sell it. It's intellectual content or intellectual property. Yes, I've done it in private. You're breaking the law. I'm being tortured. I'm not hostile. I'm under attack. It's a lot. Yes, I have uh, a hypothesis and evidence to believe that this is the reason why Christianity exists. I know for sure it's the reason why humans are oppressed, while Americans are so oppressed, while we don't have any knowledge of the afterlife. Because these Scientologists have committed so many crimes against humanity, they are trying to stay in power and keep a secret what they have done to everybody. So they're not going to let anybody ever know what goes on in the upper dimensions, or even that it even exists. Meanwhile, the population is going to become more sick and become more oppressed and broker and poorer. It's because the extra dimensions transcend time. Our third dimension see time as a linear event. We see the days passing one after another after another. We see seconds, minutes, and hours. The extra dimensions, they see time as a simultaneous event. They see the past, the present, and the future happening at the same time. So the closer you get to the 11th dimension, the more simultaneous time becomes. And the closer you get to the third dimension, the more linear time becomes. And they go to a place where time is simultaneous. And they get to interact with the world from this perspective. Yes, I've seen them torture people to death. I don't know if it really happened, but I've seen it. And then I've seen the cases on Earth in the third dimension where this has actually happened as well. Yes, they traffic humans. Yes, they have these delusions of grandeur machines. It's part of their hive mind tech. As I said, they can stimulate brain tissue, so they can stimulate the thought patterns in which gives them ego boost and delusions of grandeur. And they keep this area of their brain stimulated. They keep getting dopamine boosted, ego boost, and delusions of grandeur, one after another, after another, after another. They call themselves Preservision, Yumas, and the Lizard Company. These are Scientology companies. They will help you access the upper dimensions. So a Yumas is whenever they use this entanglement property and they take parts of your extra dimensional biology and put it on a different species or a different human. It's like reverse Scientology, which actually works. It's kind of like a surrogate. And then Preservision is responsible for this hive mind technology. So these compounds on Earth that house all people's biology, a lot of this tech belongs to Preservision. They're here on their upper dimensions at the moment. And also this entanglement property that pertains to our biology. So you can remove part of our extra dimensional biology, and no matter where you take it in the universe, it still acts as if it's attached to you. You're still in this biology. What happens is as this biology leaves you, space time in between you and the removed biology shrinks to zero. So as it's leaving you, space-time is warping and shrinking to zero. This aspect also extends to the environment that we exist in. So it pertains to our homes, the land in which we live on, our cars, our clothing, our food. So they can remove the extra dimensions from our home and our land and our clothing and our cars and take it to a remote location and gain access to this environment from a remote location. So how it works is because of this entanglement property, this zero space time, they can literally stick something in the extra dimensions of our matter, and it will show up in our environments and even our biology. You're saying, "Woo, we got us a little toy. You should see Beth running it." They're talking about running my upper dimensional biology, upper dimensional brain tissue. Yes, harassment. They're trying to rub it in my face that they stole biology. You're breaking the law. My eyes are burning. My skin is burning. I'm in pain. I've lost a lot of brain function. You're breaking the law. No, you didn't. You're breaking the law. The only thing you have ever done is cause sickness and dysfunction and pain. None of their interactions with me have ever benefited me in any way. It has all been negative. You're breaking the law. They're subjecting me to their little skits and their mindset or their thought patterns. They're using it to harass me. You're breaking the law. Yes, several of the actors are also involved. The FBI, the CIA, and the military, they're also involved. Well, there are several politicians involved. Google, Microsoft, Facebook, and uh, other business owners and internet companies. The entertainment professionals, a lot of the actors, uh, night show hosts, and even news anchors are also involved. They all are into mob violence. Once they find a victim, every single one of these people start to attack this victim, and they do this a lot. NPR and MPB, media companies, marketing companies, social media companies, other internet companies, Google, tech companies, big business uh, companies, the government, so politicians and government agencies like the FBI, the CIA, and the military, they all have uh, Scientologists working for them, and these people are beholden to the field of Scientology. They are not beholden to the government or to the people. Tax evasion. So the Church of Scientology in this free zone, these people, they have amassed over $15 trillion, helping people access the upper dimensions. The powers that you gain uh, from accessing the upper dimensions are so valuable. This is how much they've amassed. Yes, they have. Uh, the Christians recently brought like $4 or $5 trillion to the table. Religions are expensive. They have made trillions and trillions of dollars. Scientology being the most valuable. They're twacked out of their heads. Elevated dopamine levels cause addiction. They cause people to become addicted to things, infatuated. They get psychotic, and they dwell on things. And to them, it's body parts. Body parts is the commodity for Scientology. It is their employment. They literally remove biology for a living, either to help people practice Scientology or to they take body parts from people and to help complete the Scientology process. They see body parts as commodities, especially this hive mind business. Yes, I'm being tortured at the moment. I am severely ill. You won't stop. I'm weak. I'm dizzy. I'm in pain. I'm nauseous. I've lost a lot of brain function. I keep seeing things and hearing things. Seeing these people and hearing them do this to me. Scientology is not a religion. It is a medical field. They are transplant specialists, body modification company. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. Being harassed and threatened. Yes, so because the extra dimensions see time simultaneously, at this very moment, I'm being assimilated 13 years ago. And at this very moment, I'm being born. At this very moment, they are driving my father in the hospital as he names me Christopher. That's not supposed to be my name. My name is supposed to be Robert Wayne Weathers. So they made my father a surrogate, and he added the name Christopher into my name. Now my name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. Now I have four names. So they could come back to this moment or into the future and then sell this whole event to the Christian society and to the rest of the public as a Christian martyrdom. Say, here, look, see, it exists. This is Christianity. Christianity is real. And it's not. It's something that is made up. It's something that has been created. You can't have my belongings. He's saying, yes, I can. No, you can't. I don't care who you are. You're breaking the law. Yes, they have been with me my whole life. My father is a surrogate. He has a big skull and bones tattoo on him, so he belongs to the skull and bones. He is one of their surrogates. He is extremely violent and abusive. He has been in conflict with everyone around him, especially my family, for our entire lives. He screams at the top of his lungs constantly, all the time, threatens and harasses. Yes, and he's violent. If I leave, it's worse. I've done this many times. Yes, because I'm on foot. They have made sure that I don't have a way to go and I don't have any money. They won't let me work and they won't let me drive. Yes, they can walk just as fast as I do. And torture gets bad out there. It is severe out there. So staying here and making videos, that's the safest thing that I can do. Get away from me. You're breaking the law. I do not consent for you to mess with me in any way. I do not consent for you to have possession of my biology. I do not consent to any biological modifications or assimilation into any hive mind. And this includes my pets. I do not consent for you to talk to me. And I do not consent for you to artificially stimulate my brain tissue. Petty, they're making me see them at this moment. You're breaking the law. No, it's not. I'm being threatened and harassed. You're breaking the law. Get away from me and my biology. Yes, because of this entanglement property, or they have parts of my biology at remote locations. So what they have done mainly is removed my brain tissue from most of my biology, as it came off in layers, and they're using it for torture devices. So they're doing things like filling it full of torture devices and parasites, and dropping it down holes, locking it out of entropy, pouring chemicals on it. They're subjecting it to extreme torture and extreme environments. I'm extremely ill. Plus, they have given me parasites in my third dimension. They keep contaminating my food and water supply with parasites and contaminants. You're breaking the law. I have a right to smoke a cigarette in my own home. I am an American citizen. Yes, he's threatening me, saying if I smoke a cigarette, he's going to hurt me. They take over people's lives to try to control them. They tell me I can't eat, I can't drink, I can't smoke, I can't leave, I can't even take a shower because they're contaminating my water. Stop stimulating my brain tissue. They're making me see things. Stop stimulating my brain tissue. Stop stimulating my brain tissue. Yes, they're making me see them. Yeah, they're playing God on us because they are among the biggest in the universe. It's the Scientologists. I'm a third dimensional human. If I want to have sex, I'll find a partner. If I want to get high, I'll do drugs or drink a beer. If I want to experience virtual reality, I'll play some video games or watch some television. This technology is disgusting to me. It is highly invasive, and I do not like to be artificially stimulated. Yes, this is what third dimensionals do. If they want to experience this kind of stimulation, we do it from the third dimension. Yes, they think, oh, it's the greatest thing in the world to get high and have sex and steal body parts and drive around in the upper dimensions. And they treat it like a video game. Yes, they're artificial stimulation. And they won't let me sleep. They seen the part of my brain that, or the parts of our brain that we normally sleep in. They took mine. We sleep in the extra dimensions. I don't know if people know that, but the part of our brain in which we dream in, that's an extra dimensional brain. That's extra dimensional brain tissue. They took mine because they thought it was so valuable. Breaking the law. They're telling me I can't smoke a cigarette after they harass me and torture me. I'm an American citizen in my own home. I can smoke a cigarette if I want to. You can't be God to me. I'm an American citizen. We have separation of church and state. You can't play God to me. Yes, they make lizard people too. I don't care who they are. They are criminal. They're committing criminal activity against me. You're breaking the law. I am bound by the Constitution of the United States of America and nothing else. This is against the law. You can't tell me what to do. You can't control me. You can't invade my privacy. You can't do this to me. It is against the law. No, I'm not on drugs. That's how they think. Ooh, he said drugs. Oh my God, let's torture him again. They are so removed from reality. They think like this. It's not okay. This is not a game. It's their condition to put their hands on people for a living. And now there's combat professionals up here. And they assault people for a living. It's all they do. Yes, and they found them a mark. I'm extremely ill. My head hurts, my skin hurts, my eyes hurt, I'm nauseous, I'm dizzy, I'm weak, I'm stressed out. There's no such place as hell. There's a good environment, there's bad environment. That's torture. They want to torture me in the afterlife and keep me stimulated. Yes, they want to make me experience pain in the afterlife. Yes, they're calling it hell. That is their contribution to society. Taking body parts from you, artificially stimulating biology, sending people to hell, torture, rape, murder. They're trying to somehow justify it and finally validate their criminal behavior. I'm not a Christian and I'm not a Scientologist. I denounce all religions because none of them are the truth. Yes, I am a Nunnakai. I am a living human being. You're breaking the law. I'm in pain. I am allowed to smoke cigarettes. This is my home. You're breaking the law. I'm not in your presence. You're in my presence. Get away from me. You better not be experiencing my biology. You're breaking the law. Yes, they are addicted to me. I don't care. You're breaking the law. A lot of people that practice Scientology suffer. They suffer while they are alive and when they're dead. They keep us artificially stimulated. And we go through some bad experiences and bad environments. Our extra dimensions are built like tanks. We have body parts on top of body parts on top of body parts, and real thick skin and a head covering. And we are designed to survive the extremities of outer space. Without all this biology and protection, we are sick. We can't go up there anymore. And then you lose your anchor to space time. So we are supposed to be anchored to the third dimension. And when we die, we're supposed to take as much of it as we can with us. This anchors us to space time. If you start chopping yourself to pieces, you risk falling. And they do constantly. Body parts falling constantly because they have been cut. They have been chopped to pieces. They are no longer anchored to space time. Our biologies can't fall if they're attached to us. People that are among the living don't fall. You can't fall in the third dimension. And whatever is attached to us is safe. Call it hell. You're breaking the law. Stop harassing me and don't tell me what to do. He says, well, I have your body parts. That is against the law. And he is criminal too. Yes, I'm in pain. I'm sick. I'm dizzy. I'm weak. I've lost a lot of brain function. Tell me what to do. Put my biology somewhere safe and get away from it. They're so petty they won't do this. They are petty and jealous and violent. They're going to assault it. Instead of doing the right thing with it, they're going to assault it. They're going to make me feel pain and discomfort with my biology instead of putting it somewhere safe and leaving it alone. I need to eat it or something, which won't work. I've been cut, cleaved. Yes, I'm on life support. So you can't lose a lot of extra dimensional biology. Some of it has to be there for us to survive, for us to live. And they have took my vitals, especially nerves and organ tissue and brain tissue. So I'm on life support. I have transplants, bandages, artificial stimulation, and something they call preservision, which is basically shoving particles in my biology. It's some biologics, another medical technology they use. It's basically like a polymer, an extra dimensional polymer, in which they mix with the food that we consume. It blows up like a foam. They use this to cover up brain damage and organ damage and glue. They like